today's video, I want to show you how the yam tuber is being split. Splitting is quite important for a farmer before you plant your yam tuber. Yes, this is the tuber we uprooted from the hips, the one I planted last year. This is how it looks like. You can see. Of course, a farmer can plant this, but this is not too good. Why? Because you are not being economized. You don't economize your tuber of yam. It's like you are wasting the tuber. It's not as if farmer cannot plant it. Of course, farmer can plant this, but this is not too it's not too good. Simply because this can still be split into 3 places, 3 or 4 places. Yes, I can split this into 3 or 4 places. So it's like you are wasting the tuber of yam if you plant something like this. So that is why there is need for a farmer to split it. So when you splitting is done a few days before planting. Yes, if I split it now, I cannot just go and plant it directly like that. Of course, I can go and plant it, but it's not too good. It's always advisable for a farmer to give it like 2 to 3 days before planting. Yes, so that the point at which I cut the will have healed up a little bit before I plant it. So by the time it gets into the soil, you understand, this day will not get rotten easily. Or better still, if I can get ash, we can use ash to rub this. You understand, wood ash. Yes, wood ash. Wood ash is advisable. You can use to rub this. But here, when you have a large, plantation to cover, there is no need for you to start looking for wood ash. By the time you split it, like, just ensure that you don't have too many, incision on the yam tuber. You understand what I'm saying now? So the point of this exposure is not too much on it. So the yam will not get rotting too much when it gets to the soil. Of which this is still going to be rotting by the time it gets to the soil. But the scion that will germinate, that will grow from it, the bud, yes, let me put it that way, the bud that enables it to germinate, to sprout out, will not get rotting by the time you get into the soil. So that is not the main reason why we don't always advise a farmer to to have too many incision on the yam tuber. Are you getting me? So now let me just quickly show you how I'm going to split this. And mind you, before splitting, when you notice all this vine, it's advisable for you to cut them off. You remove all this vine. So you can see the way I've been doing it. You remove this, you remove all this vine. Now look at this now. As it looks now, I can split this into 3 or 4, like I said earlier. So either I cut it this way. Look at it now. I can split it like this. So it's into 2 now. It's been splitted into 2. You can see, into 2 equal parts. This is how it was before. Now after splitting, you have this. Now when you're looking at this, this can as well be splitted further. I can divide this as well into 2 equal parts. Yes, I can still divide it into 2 equal parts to have another tuber, which I'm going to plant later. So this one, the second part of the one I've just divided, you can see. So this is a tuber, this is another tuber which I can plant. So as it is now, I'll just try and remove this vine. You understand? This one tuber, this is another tuber. It's okay, like this is not too small and it's not too big on the other hand. You understand? So unlike this one too, I will split this one too into 2 as well. You can see it has been splitted. So from that tuber now, I divided it into 4. You can see. So that is how we do the splitting. So here's another one. So like this one now, when you have something like this nature, how do you split this? So splitting too is not that difficult, because it has some technicalities a farmer needs to observe before you start your splitting. Like I said, you remove all these vine. When you want to split, you remove them. You don't plant it directly to the soil like that. There is nothing for you to remove. Now this one now, you can see this one is getting rotten from here. You can see from this point now, this one is getting rotten already. So from here, I'll cut this off. I'll cut this off. And this part, if I plant it, it will germinate. But at the same time, the bud, the tendency for it to germinate is not that high. You understand? Something like this now, you can keep this, for consumption. Yes, that's basically this one. These are the points at which the yam, you know, the point of growth for the yam. You can see these are the eyes for the yam. This is the point of growth, the where the bud where the yam can easily germinate from. So from here I can split this into two like this. This one part, you can see this one part. This part now, you can see that this is a bit long. Yes, it's a bit longer. So I can't plant this as it is now. This is too long. So that as it may, I can cut it this way, or better say I can as well cut it this way. I don't cut it this way because of the fact that the reason why I cannot cut it this way is because the bud, you understand, you need to consider the point of growth for the yam. That is why we don't cut it, this dimension. You have to split it this way, like diagonal part. That's how I cut it, you understand. So in the case of this one, I cut this like this. That's the way you cut it. Yes, that's the way you cut. So this one tuber, this is another tuber, you understand. So that's it. Then here, this part, before I plant this, I always consider this part. So this one has the high rate of germination compared to this. Yes, based on the experience so far, what I've experienced so far ever since I've been planting the yam. Yes, I tell you. So this one now, for me, I rather keep this for consumption. Trust me, I don't plant this. Yes, this one has a higher rate of germination compared to this. That's just it. So the farmer needs to take into consideration. But if I split this further as well, you have so many incisions on it, and that as it may, such a yam might likely get rotten by the time it gets into the soil. So that is why some farmer need to take into consideration while you are splitting. You don't allow too much incision on your yam tuber. If you have too many parts in which you have been able to cut the incision, let me put it that way, I tell you, there is a tendency for such a yam to get rotten by the time it gets into the soil because of the ants and pests in the soil. So this is another one. You can see. So this is the point. This point is also equally getting rotten. I cut this off. When you notice this, I cut it off. I remove the part that is rotting. I remove it. So I get to ensure that this part is still okay. You can see this has the bud. This is another bud. So this is another one. And as it is now, I cannot leave this like this. You understand? I also cut it this side to leave this one for cut it like this. So this, you can see, this is another tuber. Here is another tuber too. But this one, like I said, the tendency of this one is not on the high side on this. Yes, there is tendency for this to get rotten by the time it gets into the soil. You understand? You have to consider that while you are doing the splitting. So splitting, it calls for understanding and it calls for expert. Yes, before you do the splitting. So if you don't know how to do the splitting, please consult the farmer that knows it very well. Let them guide you in splitting. So that is one of the main reasons why some farmers do complain often that their yam is not performing very well. Each time they plant their yam, it gets rotten. By the time you get to the soil, it doesn't sprout, it doesn't germinate, simply because the kind of tuber you put into the soil that determines the rate of germination. This is very, very important. There is another tuber. Now look at this tuber now. You see this tuber now, you can see this one is a little bit bigger. Yes, in size, you can see. You can see this tuber. Can you see how it looks like? You can see. You can see. So this kind of tuber, I tell you, if I want to split this tuber now, then this can be split into about 4 to 5 places. Yes, because it's a little bit bigger. Yes. So how do I do the splitting? First and foremost, like I said, I remove all these vines. There's no for me to remove them. I remove all these. I remove them first. I remove them. I remove them. I remove. I remove. I remove. And care must be taken while you are removing this vine as well. A farmer needs to be very careful. You try as much as possible. You prevent your knife from peeling the back of the yam tuber. Yes, these are another area a farmer needs to take into consideration. You need to be very careful while you are doing the splitting, so that you don't peel the back side of the yam. By the time it get peels, we have much part that has been peeled off. I tell you, such a yam, there is tendency way to get rotten when it gets into the soil. Yes, so that is why there is need for a farmer to try as much as possible you prevent it from getting too much peels. Yeah, there's no how that you don't have it peel, but it must not be too much. So this at is me now. I can look at this now. This one part, you can see this one part. Here is another part, and this part too. I tell you, I can as well split this further. Yes, I cannot plant this as it is. This is too big for it, so I can as well still further split this into 2 or 3 parts. Yes, this one I'm holding. That's why I said the whole one I can split into 5 or 6 places. This now I can either decide to cut this part or this part. You understand? So as it is now, I can still get about 2 to 3 from it. You can see, yes, this one tuber. Yes, this one tuber. Yes, you can see this one tuber, and here too I still have about 2 tuber. Yes, you can see. So meaning that this one now I have 3 tuber from it. 1, 2, 3. You can see. So each of this now will go on each hips. You understand? So ensure you remove this. Like I said, you can see that I try as much as possible that the back side doesn't get peels off. You can see, and that's why I said a farmer must be very careful when you are doing the splitting. You prevent the back side from being peeled off. It's very, very important. Don't let it peels off. By the time it start peels off, we have too many, injury on the part of the yam tuber. I tell you, there is error, and these are one of the main reasons why some yam do not germinate very well by the time you get into the soil. This is KODYGLOBAL Consult Farm Plantation is my passion. You cook as Nola, this my name. Thank you for watching this. Okay, here is another one. Please like, follow, and share. Here is another one. You can see. Now I have 3 now. Like I said, I have 1, I have 2, I have 3 from a single tuber. Can you see? You can see. This is another one. I think this is okay. I don't have to divide this further. It's okay as it is. Yeah. This one now I can as well, split this into 2 or 3. I can still divide this into 2. You can see this one part. Can you see? So splitting is very important for a farmer. It requires the expert farmer to do the splitting. It's not just everybody that understand how to split it, so that you don't split it, you don't cut it on the wrong side. You understand what I'm saying now? If you want to do the splitting, you don't cut it like this. If you cut it this way, I tell you, you are not cutting it the way you should, because this part, these are the what's it called, the point of growth for the yam. So I cannot cut it this direction. No, this is wrong. This is the direction I will cut it. You understand? This is the normal direction. This is the proper direction for me to do the splitting, so that this part will share part of the bud. Another part we call it share part of the bud as well. This is the head of the yam, and this is the where the bud is, the point of growth, where it is going to germinate from. And that's why there is need for me to split it horizontally. I will not split it, this way. I will not split it horizontally. I will split it vertically. Yes, let me put it out. This is vertical side, while this is horizontal side. So I don't split it horizontal. No, it has to be vertical side. You understand? This particular dimension. That's how to do the splitting. So this at its main now, I can as well split this two further, but this is somehow big. In the case we have much plantation to cover, you understand? So in order to minimize the yam tuber, you can as well split this as well into 2. In some occasions, if you have enough, you can plant it this way. Of which all this part will still going to be rotting by the time it gets into the soil. Yes, and that's why you don't have to be wasting your tuber. You can as well, split it further. Let me split it and show you. Can you see? You can see. You can see. Before it was like this. Can you see? It was like this before. So after splitting, I have this part. You can see this one, this another one. So from that only single tuber, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you imagine? 5 and 6. I said it earlier that I can divide into 6 parts. You can see I have 6 parts. So that's how to do the splitting on the yam tuber. This is Kody Global Consult. Please do like, share, and follow my channel for more updates like this. Thank you for watching this. Yoko has not allowed this my name. Thank you for watching.